What's up, everybody? It's Ain here, and welcome to my first episode of the Road to Completionist Cape on a new server called Alotic. Now, for you AinHonor fans out there, no, I haven't, taken a break from AinHonor. No, I haven't quit AinHonor. Really, I'm playing these servers side by side, and I'm really enjoying it. This server is a lot of fun. If you want a server where you really feel like you're achieving things, then I highly suggest you check out this server. If you're from Alotic and you want a kind of quick, snappy kind of server, with the same kind of size as Alotic, then you might want to check out AinHonor. They're both really good servers, and I personally play them side by side. They both have their pros and cons, their ups and downs, so, they're equal in stature, in my opinion. And I've actually got a couple people to come play this server with me just from making that last video I made, and they've told me that what I said about feeling a sense of achievement really does happen on this server. So as I said before, if that's something that interests you, you might want to check out this server. It's called Alotic. Just look it up in Google. But we're going to be doing the Road to Completionist Cape. This is going to be a pretty long series in my opinion, simply because, I'm kind of a noob player. I'm used to PKH where everything's kind of handed to you. In this game, in Alotic, it's more like RS. The skilling XP is super duper slow. Right now we're actually having a triple XP weekend, so if you see this video this weekend, you might want to go check it out and get your skills up. If you do join the server, I highly suggest that you get 95 prayer right away. It will, if my calculations are correct, it'll take you around 7 to 8 mil to get 95 prayer. It usually takes around 22.5, but since it's triple XP, only around 7 to 8 mil. You can make 7 to 8 mil really easy just by doing Slayer, and just by doing Slayer you actually get Charms, and Charms is probably the second most expensive skill that I know of, so that's really quite good to get XP in that as well. I've gotten, just from doing a little bit of Slayer and whatnot, I've gotten from 67 summoning to 83 just from last night and this morning, so that's pretty awesome. The third and final skill that I highly suggest you checking out is agility. Try to get your agility up. I'm probably going to get around 85, maybe even 90 agility during this triple XP weekend. And this information is still very viable even after this triple XP weekend, because there might be more triple XP weekends in the future. I don't know how they really work. I think it's just kind of like a reward kind of thing. But, definitely if you ever join the server and you're watching my videos, maybe Alotic videos and whatnot, and you see that there's an upcoming triple XP weekend, definitely work towards doing those and whatnot. So let's get on to the stats. Obviously, we just have the most basic stats, the combat stats, all those 99s. We have 95 prayer, which personally cost me 22.5 mil. Because I didn't do it during triple XP weekend. I have 77 crafting. I did this by crafting urns, which you'll see in the bank. Pretty simple stuff, to be honest. I didn't do this on triple XP weekend, but it only took maybe like an hour, maybe 2 hours. I'm not totally sure. The big reason I got 77 crafting is because you need 55, first of all, for the Slayer helm. And second of all, you need 77 crafting to make an Armadillo battle staff. To craft those together. So that was pretty awesome in my opinion. We have 71 agility, which I'm currently working on, during the triple XP weekend. I'm probably going to do, maybe get to 80 today, and then tomorrow, if the triple XP weekend is still on, I might even get to 85 or maybe 90. Just taking very small steps. The reason I'm getting these is it'll allow me to run longer, and I'll be able to jump over a lot of shortcuts and whatnot, which is pretty awesome. Now, we're actually going to turn this off because I can just see things happening. I'm trying to read it. No, 51 mining and 42 smithing. I did this because I needed rings of slaying, so that's pretty awesome stuff right there. That can also be a pretty good money-making method I figured out. 89 slayer, pretty close to 90. Let's see, let's look. So we have the Abyssal Demons, we have the mutated Jadinko Guards. I think they dropped the Vine Whip, I hope so. hopefully, I'm hoping that I get, and I'm sure I'll get it, around maybe 93 or 95 Slayer just from this triple XP weekend. But then again, I might be working on other skills just because those can be kind of boring. But I definitely want to try to get at least a 91 so that when I do Jujinko tasks, I can get, maybe a Vine Whip or two, which would be pretty awesome. And finally, 83 summoning. I'm currently working on that. I want to get, at least during this triple XP weekend, I'm banking for at least getting the unicorn, 88 summoning, which isn't too hard. That's only 5 more tasks, and maybe even getting to 92 for the Wolpertinger, because that can be pretty sick in my opinion. The only bad thing about the Wolpertinger is it does take 2 ingredients, so it can be kind of slow. You're not getting as much XP, I'm betting. But, whatever. Now let's take a look at the bank. Before I do show you guys the bank, obviously you can tell I don't even have a fire cape. I'm a new player. I only have 46 hours on this game. I'd bank around 3 or 6 of those hours. 3 to 6 of those hours are actually AFK'd. But let's check out the bank. So we have 36 mil cash at the moment. I just started making cash after I got 95 prayer. And, just got around 36 mil. It's actually pretty easy to make money just from Slayer. You're going to make around 2 to 4 mil just from caskets, pretty much every single task. And then anything else you pick up, can make you a good amount of bank as well. I suggest picking up those seeds, picking up all those items. I pick up adamant plate bodies and rune med helms, all that kind of good stuff, because it can actually help you and give you that extra bit of profit. I find what I do is at the end of the day, the end of Slayer day, I sell all my stuff that's in the Slayer tab, except for like seeds and herbs for herblore and farming. I sell all the random stuff like rune essence and whatnot, and I often find that, and I have anywhere from 2 to 4 mil just in these junk items, which is pretty awesome because, that's a good amount of cash. But a lot of people don't do this because they'll see like an adamant plate body and they won't think much of it. But, every little bit does count towards increasing the bank value. Yesterday, actually, I made 10 mil from a Dust Devil task because I got 2 D-chains in the first 20 kills. It was a 100 Dust Devil task, but I actually got 2 D-chains in the first 20 kills, which was pretty awesome. So here's the urns I was talking about. I have around 3k soft clay. I don't know how much it's going to take to get to 99, but I have 3k. One thing that I noticed, however, is fishing urns, and I'm pretty sure cooking urns, probably the decorated ones. They actually give a lot less, right here, the decorated ones. They give a lot less, not a lot less, but they definitely give around 10k less XP per inventory than the decorated mining urns, which is actually incorrect compared to, RuneScape. So I think that should be edited, and it should allow for a little bit more XP, even if it's just even if it's the same amount of XP, just so I don't have to keep on making these decorated mining urns for the optimal XP. So, Slayer tab, of course, we got some effigies. Can't really use them too much. We got the potions and the food, just pretty basic stuff. And then we have just the armor and whatnot, just more basic stuff. And finally, we have the summoning items. Now, one gripe I have with summoning, I'm finding a couple gripes with this server, but really, they're few and far between, which is pretty awesome. One gripe I have is a lot of these summonable creatures you can't actually summon. You can't actually make the pouches, which is kind of annoying. I bought 100 flowers only to find out that you can actually make the praying mantis summonable creature, and I wish they kind of just like removed it. Maybe they on the graphics for the summonable creatures, maybe they put like an X through it and just said, oh, you can't use this, or something like that, or at least remove flowers from the game. I don't know, because I've bought a lot of items actually which I've resold and lost a little bit of profit simply because you couldn't actually summon them, which kind of sucks. But that's just a very tiny gripe I have there. But overall, this server is a lot of fun. I've had a lot of fun doing it, actually. 46 hours in, and I feel like I'm achieving a lot, actually, even though I'm a pretty newbie player. But we'll be doing another one of these Road to Comp videos probably every week. I'm hoping to do them alongside the AinHonor Road to Comp videos. Now, you might be wondering how you're going to tell the difference. That's actually pretty simple. The Alotic Road to Comp actually have a special thumbnail that a friend of mine made me, and it says Alotic on the thumbnail. So you can just click that, and it'll say in the title as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, tap that like button. And if you're new around here, you want to see some more Alotic stuff, you want to see some PKHonor stuff, then, you know, subscribe. Peace out, guys. I hope you enjoyed.
I don't match for nothing, I'm Caillou, bitch. Fuck Dora the Explorer, Caillou, bass freestyle, suck my dick, bitch.